Welcome to episode... What episode are we on?
Dace. We're on the milestone.
10?
We hit 10.
Holy shit. Confetti! Okay. Welcome to episode 10 of Nerd News with me and him.
Luke. Jeremy.
Well, you gotta scroll
Luke.
on the thing. They know.
I don't know. They might just be listening.
I don't care. Well, look at my pretty face. Why would you not? I noticed something about myself. My eyes are too close together.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I also noticed that when editing the last episode, your hair was breaking the green screen. It was... You have hair that's too strong for green screens.
There.
Now he's Papa the Sailor Man.
I'm Russian. I'm Russian sailor. Ah.
In video game news, we had a new MMO. Has some news for you about...
It's in that Otherland over there.
The game's name is Otherland, apparently based on Tad Williams' sci-fi fantasy novels. The early access is starting later this month.
Have you ever read any Tad Williams sci-fi novels? I've never even heard of him. Is he good? Comment below.
If you read them, list his novels below, and we'll start looking at them.
Give me something to read.
But yeah, so the game was announced way back in 2008, apparently, but they had a bunch of hurdles.
I may have heard of it then.
Yeah.
It's almost 10 years ago.
And now they're going into early access and beta, and it's scheduled for a full launch in 2016.
So it'll come out in 2060?
Maybe. Maybe. It could happen.
So
It might be like Blizzard.
There's a trailer?
Yeah, there's a trailer. That I'll have linked.
Is it going to be right
It's pretty.
there?
Yeah.
Where is it? Right there?
It's like right here.
Right there?
In this
right
corner.
there?
Over here. Right over my crotch.
Oh, jeez. Sexy lady time.
But yeah, so we'll have the trailer here, already playing over and over and over again as we're talking here. And you can also click on it
and over and over
and
again.
you can click on it to
click on his crotch
to go to it to hear it in sound and see how pretty it is on a bigger screen.
So next up in video game news is Civ Beyond Earth Rising Tide.
Mm-hmm.
Is to be released in the not too distant future.
Yep.
Have they announced an actual
All I saw
date?
was autumn 2015.
So it'll probably be about November.
Probably.
Late November is probably when we're gonna see it. I have not played Beyond Earth, although I have played 3 through 5.
Okay.
No, 2 through 5.
I think I've only ever played a version of it for like PlayStation 2.
There was one for Xbox 360.
Okay.
Revolution.
Yeah, because I know
which was a really watered down version of it.
So I know like PlayStation back then had a lot of watered down versions of different strategy games and stuff like that. So.
You know what game I wish I played? StarCraft on the N64. I hear that was actually a pretty decent port.
It wasn't that bad on 64.
Although, like, super duper cheaterific if you're playing split screen.
Yeah.
So you can see the fuckers. Like,
unless you were like me who played it a lot on PC and all it took was like 2 seconds to learn what the controls did. And then I just completely annihilated people who own the game.
Well. But anyway, Civilizations. Apparently they're adding a bunch of new features.
Mm-hmm.
Ocean colonization, which is not a new feature for Civilization. They had it in Call to Power, an amazing Civilization game.
Nice.
That was probably my favorite, even though it did not sell very well as far as I know. Dynamic leader traits.
Yep.
Basically new traits in the game
For leaders.
For the faction leaders. Both AI and you
Are getting them, so the AI is going to be improved as well.
Yep. Those allow you new diplomacy settings, fear and respect.
Yep.
Which sounds pretty cool. Finally, Gandhi can be the man he was born to be, a feared tyrant, because he's a dick.
On another planet in the ocean.
Well, no, they're in this one. They're new people. unfortunately. Although that would be awesome to have Supremacy Gandhi with like fucking yeah. They've also added 4 new factions to the game. Factions, plural, to the game.
They also have what they're calling a new artifact system, where you're going to be able to find artifacts from exploring and doing stuff that can upgrade your leaders, your buildings, and your characters and units.
Like alien artifacts, like
Yeah.
intelligent aliens,
Something like that.
Because that, as far as I know, that they have aliens, but they're not intelligent aliens.
Okay.
This would be the first, maybe a past civilization that wiped itself out.
Yeah, so they're gonna have artifacts that you can use to upgrade stuff, which is very similar to, I'm trying to remember the game name now, Age of Mythology, Empires, where you could actually, like, when you're on a map, you could go around and like find artifacts and like collect them, and then they'd upgrade stuff. So I'm assuming that's kind of what's going on.
I have not played that.
Mhm.
Although I watched you play it once.
Yep.
No, that was it. That was it. Empire Earth, I think. I don't know. Not important. Anything else for video game news?
Well, also in this, they also have hybrid units. They're adding some kind of like a hybrid system. You can
Between like
stuff.
the Supremacy and the other ones.
Something like that.
So kind of like a mixture of the two, Harmony and Supremacy. I think there were only 2.
Yeah. So they're doing something where you can like specialize a unit with a hybrid feature to make it stronger into something else as well, and then like go off with it. That sounds kind of interesting to me. You know, I have no clue anything about Civilization games.
Well, they're
I've never
turn-based
played
strategy games. I mean, they're not all that complex.
Yeah, yeah. I just never played one, so
Yeah,
can't really say too much about it.
I've never played Beyond Earth, so I couldn't say much about that one. Although I hear it was kind of a watered down version of Civ 5.
Gotcha. So yeah, finally, on video game news, we have Pokken Tournament.
Yep, another Pokemon game. Woo!
A Pokemon fighting game.
Woo! Hopefully they do it right this time.
It looks like it's going to be very similar to Tekken, because I think they're actually doing it in congruence with Namco.
That should be awesome. That will not make me buy a Wii U, but it did make me think about it.
And they did announce that it's coming out for spring 2016. That's the news on it and trailer.
Click his crotch to see more. Would you like to see more of Luke's crotch? Because I would.
And that's it for video game news.
It's really not. Anyway, in the movie newses, D23 was last week.
And we have a hangover.
Yep. It got super drunk. And now it's all sick.
Yeah, there's some extra news that was coming out because they had all of their conferences after we filmed last week.
Yep.
And Star Wars unleashed their first official poster, which will be right here.
Yep, it's pretty cool, pretty sweet.
And then they also announced the cast for Rogue One. The noticeable actors in it include Felicity Jones, who's playing the lead role, apparently. From movies like Theory of Everything.
Haven't seen it.
Yep. And Donnie Yen. I saw him on the list of cast members.
He was an Ip Man, wasn't he?
Yep.
That's
and
okay.
Iron Monkey.
Iron Monkey!
And Hero.
He's in Hero?
Yep.
Who is he in Hero?
Sky.
Oh, okay.
Guy with the spear, I think.
Good movie.
Yep.
Go watch that when you have a hankering for a superhero movie.
And an amazing Chinese epic movie.
Yep.
Yeah, and then also Marvel was there too, obviously, because they're with Disney.
Yep.
And they released, they didn't release to the public, but they showed off some concept art for Doctor Strange.
And it was concept-y.
Yep, a lot of people are saying it's really good. Can't really say much because we haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Also, there was a special video of Benedict Cumberbatch just saying hi to everybody.
In the voice of Smog. No, not really. But that'd be cool.
It would be. And then Chris Evans and Anthony Mackie came out with Kevin Feige. And they started talking about Disney.
And Civil War.
and stuff. Yep. And then they started talking about Civil War and dropped some footage.
And it was at war with itself.
And that was pretty much it, aside from
Star Wars Land. Yeah, that thing that is apparently happening.
Yep. At both Disneyland and Disney World locations.
Yay! I guess. I don't know.
And that's
Whatever.
our D23 Hangover. As you can tell, we're hungover.
I feel it. I really feel it. I don't feel good.
In
Next
that case,
up.
by the power of Grayskull.
I compel my stuff to stay in my stomach. He-Man movie news. Go.
Okay. Masters of the Universe, which released that concept art a while back of Battle Cat. That was really badass and in black and white. I'll have to have that scrolling. Get a nice picture there. There's this really cool Battle Cat artwork that was shown out. That was concept art. And, well, they got a new writer. Christopher Yost is set to rewrite Masters of the Universe script. Yost was part of both Thor movies, and he's currently co-writing the next Thor movie. And apparently, the script has gone through 2 iterations already, and this is going to be its 3rd.
Well, it's kind of good in that they're not just gonna make a shitty movie.
Yeah, they're jumping.
They're actually trying to write a good script,
Mhm.
and hopefully it works. Master of the Universe.
And somebody who was writing Thor works perfect for Masters of the Universe.
Yeah, it is a kind of similar vibe.
Because it's like a high fantasy, sci-fi,
Yeah.
outer space adventure.
So it could be cool. Hopefully it is.
Mm-hmm.
There was also some Batman v Superman rumors.
Yep.
More just telling us what we already know, that Doomsday is going to be the main bad guy of a movie entitled Batman versus Superman.
Yep. Because apparently Michael Shannon, in an interview, who you know Michael Shannon because he played Zod in the last Man of Steel movie, was apparently on the set, and he had wax flippers on his fingers that made it so he couldn't open doors. So people are speculating that it's like green screen gloves to be rendered later type of stuff.
Is Zod Doomsday?
That's what the rumor is. That Zod gets turned into Doomsday somehow.
But he's dead!
Comic book.
Well, I can't beat that logic now, can I? Our last little tidbit of movie news-ish is Ed Skrein, also known as the wrong Dario Naharis, who's playing Ajax in the Deadpool movie, was joking about how a lot of the jokes from the Deadpool movie are going to be a nightmare for the Fox's lawyers.
Yep.
And then he goes on to say stuff like they use so many references and there's a lot of off-the-cuff kind of humor.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully it's looking pretty good.
Yep. He even says that it'll be great for the fans, but terrible for the editing room.
Yeah. Although you kind of want a Deadpool movie to be
that
really
way.
frantic. Yeah, you want it to be
Yeah.
frantic editing, because he's kind of crazy, and you want to show that. And the best way to show that, at least in my humble opinion, is through weird editing and weird movie, but not too weird.
It has to be like themed around him. Like if it's something that doesn't have anything to do with him right now, you don't want the editing to be too frantic.
Exactly. Yeah.
But yeah, so that
until he walks through the frames and starts punching people.
Oh man. Oh, that would be awesome. The best third wall break ever.
Fourth wall.
God,
what is the third wall?
I don't know.
I suppose it would be depth, which would also be hard to break through.
Yeah. But Deadpool could do it.
Because he is in 3D! Ooh, 3D!
Anyway, that makes, if the news that it's going to be difficult for Fox lawyers makes you even more excited for the film, let us know below. In the comments.
If you've seen it.
Because that's where you type stuff.
Well, that's not right. I don't comment.
The such a bad example.
I don't comment on videos.
I know.
I have nothing to
I
say except that all these commenters are awesome and wonderful and should comment on my videos.
And that's it for movie news.
TV news this week, just a little bit,
Yep.
a
little smidge.
little bit. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. ABC has reportedly ordered a pilot for a spin-off featuring someone from something.
Mockingbird.
From?
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Why? I don't know.
I don't know. She's originally a pretty badass agent in the comics.
Does she have a shield?
No. She has like a bow staff that
I
splits
quit.
off into collie sticks. Either way, Bobby Morse. Bobby Morse is played by Adrienne Palicki, or however you say her name. And the spinoff is supposed to be about her. So, we'll see what happens with that.
I might as well stay. I don't get paid for this anyway. Anything else about the stupid Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. without a shield news?
Lance Hunter, another character who was introduced last season, is apparently supposed to be her partner in crime in that.
So they're
spin-off,
criminals now?
apparently, because it's going to be called S.H.I.E.L.D.'s Most Wanted or something.
Maybe because they're just too sexy.
Marvel's Most Wanted.
Maybe because they're just too sexy for their shirt.
Could be.
That should be their theme song. Oh, I'm too sexy for my shirt. Anyway.
She's collie sticking somebody in the face.
Yeah. Next up is the Heroes Reborn Dark Matters.
Yep. Much like the first run of Heroes in all their seasons, they would have a web series that paralleled with it to get you to know some characters and like one or two characters that might show up in the actual season. And so they started doing that again last week. And apparently a bunch of those episodes are now up on Hulu for you to watch.
Hulu.
And YouTube, because we'll have the link below for you to YouTube it. I watched the first episode. It was pretty good. For being
Cool
a nice little
beans.
5 minutes short. So yeah, if you're excited for the new Heroes.
That's pretty old school. Still doing 5-minute shorts. Is the guild still around?
No.
No, they're not doing it anymore.
No.
Because they stuck with that formula
Yeah.
a long time.
It was
5
good.
minutes.
It was good though.
Oh yeah, it could have went longer though.
Yeah.
Lastly tonight, we got a couple fun stories for you. Bad Lip Reading did a video about the Republican debate.
I abbreviated it. So
What?
you kind of paused there trying to say it. So
No,
I'm like,
I knew what it was.
abbreviated
I'm just trying to think before I say things like idiot and Republican and stupid and should die in a fire in a sentence that would be awful to you if you're a Republican. You wouldn't want to hear that. So I didn't want to say that. But you made me say it, you dick. Anyway.
It's hilarious.
Yes, it's funny. And it's more poignant than the actual debate.
Yep, it is.
It feels like it was more truthful. Except for Trump, he always tells the truth. He gives no fucks.
It's singing about mice's weenies.
Watch
Watch the video to find out what that means. Also, on our miscellaneous news, we have 2 videos from
Screen Junkies.
Yep, Screen Junkies, because my brain can't think. We have, first they did a movie science version of Fantastic Four, where they break down some science in Fantastic Four.
And how there is none?
And how they kind of tie it in with the good sci-fi elements, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, there were definitely good parts of that movie.
And then they also have a new honest trailers of Kingsman. And I love that movie. And the trailer is amazing.
And that's the only reason it's on here, because he loves that movie.
Yep.
And I have not yet seen all of it.
Yep.
It's My girlfriend's like, "Don't you watch that without me?" And then she's never around to watch it.
Is this where we should call her out and be like, watch the movie, watch it.
Next up, a new video, which is, wow. Okay, next up is a video from people on Chat Roulette, where they made their own first-person shooter thing.
They did.
Where the other person on Chat Roulette controls the dude, and it's like a zombie shooter thing.
Yep, it's pretty
with
awesome.
a random Chaos Marine guy.
Yep.
And it's really cool. And they're amazing for doing that.
Yep. Best thing ever to come out of Chat Roulette.
So unprofessional.
And then finally, the new Hitman movie came out, which I don't plan on ever seeing.
Because it's gonna be awful.
And I've heard it's pretty awful. So instead, we're going to link to you a short film of Hitman from 2012. And that's how the movie should look.
Sure. Haven't seen it.
I'll make him watch it after this.
I give no fucks about Hitman.
And that's the episode, everybody.
Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe on our stuff. Yes, subscribe all over our stuff.
All over it.
All over it. Ah. Ah. Ah.
And that's where we're ending. Before Jeremy turns into a zombie.
There's something about Twitter and Facebook.
Yeah. They'll be posted down there too for you to follow. All the good stuff. Those are milestones, so do all that stuff before he comes to eat you.